You know less of an eagle because you're like I told you, like the eagle story. Like at a certain point, the eagle's the wings, the feathers got heavy, so it can't fly like it used to. So it got to go to a position in a high place and do what it got to do to fix itself to make it live out the rest of its years thriving, right? So, but it's still an eagle.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, you're still a visionary, you're still an eagle, but you have to surround yourself around those visionaries and eagles so that way you don't succumb to the weaker vessel. So it's okay to have the weak moment. We all have weak moments, you know what I'm saying? So, but at the end of the day, we can't stay in those weak moments, because if we stay in those weak moments, then we become weak. And then when we become weak, then we become defeated. It's a trickle effect. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like they say, your thoughts become your words become your actions, and your actions become your habits, and then your habits become your lifestyle.
The B2S podcast is brought to you by Motivated Apparel. Motivated Apparel, the premier gear for motivation. A brand that motivates, inspires, and empowers you to stay motivated while chasing your dreams. Head on over to www.shiftmotivations.com/shop Motivated Apparel and grab yourself some Motivated Apparel today.
Hey, yo, what up, world? What it do? Hey, welcome to another episode of the Blueprint to Success podcast. Hey, I'm your host, Mike Mariner, a.k.a. the Shift Motivator. And you know what it is. I'm joined with my co-host, my brother from another mother. Y'all give it up for my man, Alxndr Hall.
Yo, what's up? What's going on? What's going on? Here you go.
Hall, Alxndr Hall.
You stupid, man.
Get it back into the gym.
Man.
You wasn't with me in the gym.
Hey, I can't do that right now.
You wasn't with me in the gym.
I be done dog gonna have to get resaved up in this dog. I don't play with that. I don't play with that, boy.
Hey, Marlon.
On the spread.
What he said, Marlon?
Look at him, boy.
All the old heads know what we talking about.
I'm trying to tell you.
And y'all know what to do, man. Hey, also join with us tonight, man. Once again, my brother from the same mother, man. Y'all give it up for Boy Wonda.
Big bag, dog. Big bag, dog. Big bag, dog.
Let me go ahead and let you know what I'm talking about with the big bag.
He kill me when he do that, bro.
He's stupid.
Just want to let everybody know E4 always in the building.
Oh, good.
Hey,
The
matter of fact,
dude, Meeks. To do the skits, Meeks.
yeah, he does it so good, dog.
He do that. Boy, I'm about to pass.
Wait a minute, what you drinking like a lacking? Got it splacking.
Yeah,
I love the way E4 to talk, dog.
E4 to be swagging, bro.
E4, oh,
He
he's real
Yeah,
different.
he real different, bro.
He different.
He real different. I remember Uncle Fred first put me on to him. I was like, man. After that, I was like, wow.
Bro, you know who mad different though?
Who?
That I know a lot of people didn't listen to? Dub C.
From West Side Connection.
Man,
Yeah.
his
Yeah,
C-Walk
he was-
game crazy.
I was like,
boy
man, look like a
C-Walk-
rubber band.
My boy C-Walk game crazy, boy.
Shit, man, I've been tripped over myself.
Listen,
Yeah, he's going crazy.
be like Jazzy Jeff.
Yeah. So what's good, man? What the lick? What's good, man? How y'all week went, man?
Big bag.
Bro,
We still looking for a Mrs. Bag. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Mrs. Bag.
I know you out there. Look at
Mrs. Bag.
But just did a show at Crossover. at
Okay.
Crossover Church. Shout out to Pastor Tommy and Crossover staff.
Big Pastor Tommy.
That's my home from home, Tampa, Florida.
Yeah, for
All
sure.
the way, they hold it down. So did a show out there this past weekend, man. It was really dope. Got a lot of love, support, man, and standing ovation in both services, man. So that's a blessing, bro.
Right, that's dope.
So, God, I had another lady that came up to me to my table. And she just looked back. She was just like, "You're anointed. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't stop." Like that.
Yeah.
That hit different.
Yeah.
Like, you hear the dope shows and that's cool, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I just like, man, that just
You got
that anointing, bro, is just
juice.
Yeah.
it hit different. So I was really blessed by that, bro, and just had a blessed weekend just entirely. What about you, man? Because you getting excited. What you got?
Oh no, boy! I just got tired for a message.
Say that now.
Yeah.
Gonna put that in the tabs.
Ooh, yes, sir. Y'all go ahead.
Yes, yeah. So I got you, bro. But you make sure you get that down. But just man, okay has been doing good too. So
That's good.
thank y'all for sharing the video, liking it, supporting it,
Yeah.
subscribing to the YouTube channel.
Featuring who?
Featuring my dog Rick Reed, who's
Big
the newest
Rick Reed.
signee of No Grand
sure.
No Glory Music Group.
For sure, for sure.
To the fellas, you know what I'm saying, Pastor Tim, Knowledge, Rick Reed, and man, it's and DJ Kojak is we got some stuff coming down the pipe.
That's good.
Definitely. So be
That's
on
fire.
the lookout for Rick music coming down. Knowledge's new album he's working on too. So we working right now, man,
That's good.
and throwing on events. We working.
That's good.
What's up, man?
What about you, bro? Like me. Well, like me. I love that record. Like
Man,
me.
look, you want to be? I'm gonna come from the house. I've been doing some deep uprooting some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of like been anchoring me down from moving at a certain pace. So that's where I've been at, just doing some deep rooting, dealing with daddy issues and things that was spoken over me that still kind of bother me to this day. So uprooting those and pinpointing stuff and getting to the bottom of stuff and doing some cleansing, cleaning the house up in here and rebuilding certain parts of myself emotionally.
Facts.
And mentally. That's where I've been at. So I can get back to what I'm called to do. And what like I said before, like if God ain't told you to stop, then don't. You know what I'm saying? So he haven't said, okay, stop.
Exactly.
But
keep going.
But in order to move at a certain pace and to be efficient, I had to backtrack and up and dig deep so I could uproot some stuff and do my job with the healing that I need to with certain areas of trauma that I've never dealt with before. Just to be completely honest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where I've been at. That's what I've been up to. Just coming from the house, just being real. You know what I'm saying? Not even
Definitely.
not flogging, not faking, just being 100% real, bro. So
I mean, that's exactly what this is. The blueprint to success. Didn't say it wouldn't be no hardships or pain along to the process. So we bear it all.
But
we don't hide nothing.
But on the other side of that though,
Mm-hmm.
Meetings with Diamond this week, video shooting this weekend.
Facts.
So getting back in that motion, but also putting more energy on dealing with my stuff that I caused and stuff that I didn't even cause.
Right.
You got to, because it's on you, so you got to deal with it. Just because you didn't cause it, don't mean you didn't cause it, but you got to deal with it.
Right.
Cause that's what men do.
Still got to weed it out. You still got
to deal with it.
Right.
Because you are responsible for the ones who coming after you. So just because you didn't put it on your back, don't mean you don't deal with it. So I'm at the point to where now I see a certain type of future that I know I can have, and I see the type of person that God wants me to become, and I want to become that version that He wants me to become. So I have to do certain stuff. And now I'm just like, you know what? Let me deal with this stuff for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I've been at, bro. Just to be 100% honest, dog.
Yeah, yeah. That's true transparency, man.
Yeah.
We all deal with something. At some point in my life, man. Some people deal with stuff every day,
Yeah.
and we just chose to figure out how we gonna handle it. You know what I'm saying? So,
Oh yeah.
man, just to kind of, I guess, spin off or pick it back a little bit. I had went to spoke at our banquet last night. I was spoken at our wrestling banquet, and we had one of the kids win state. So
Oh, wow.
yeah, one of the kids won state in the heavyweight, in which they've had other kids win state in other um, divisions. But still, you're talking about years ago. But they had never had a state champ in the heavyweight. Now the same kid is being highly recruited for football. Plays both sides of the ball. He didn't start that way. He started out just playing on the D line. Then, as you know, we had losses, so we kind of shifted on the offense too. So he played defensive line and offensive line. So he actually playing both ways for it. Kid works hard. When I say kid works hard, it's no coincidence he's a state champ. You know what I'm saying? And then just looking at where the wrestling program has gone since Coach took it over, Coach Thomas took it over. So it's a beautiful thing to see. You know what I'm saying? You see it grow. So, but when you're looking at the fact that it's no surprise, it's like I told him last night. I said I don't believe in luck. I don't believe in luck. My definition of somebody else's definition of luck is when preparation meets opportunity. You put yourself in a position to get that opportunity. You know what I'm saying? You did something to put yourself in the midst of the opportunity. You know, there's some challenges along the way. There's some things that happen along the way. But at the end of the day, you found something deep within your soul to push past your feelings in the moment to do the things that you need to do to get you to the next level. And so I think sometimes what happens is we have to remind ourselves that there's a bigger picture involved. And so if sometimes pushback happens, sometimes it's self-inflicted, like bro said, and then sometimes it's not. Sometimes there's an opposing force that's coming against you to keep you from reaching your destination. And so you got one or two things. Is you can fight or push through, or you can buy down and retreat. And so a lot of times what happens with that in your response can sometimes be dictated by the circle that you keep.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you got somebody in your circle, I'm just gonna say it. Ain't no way to sugarcoat it. I can't do it.
Sure.
If you got somebody in your circle, if you got a bunch of people in your circle that's weak, it ain't gonna do you no good.
Yep.
And then coach shared with me, and he shared with the crowd. He told him earlier on his freshman year, and because he was hanging around, and it was family. It was a family member, that was on the football team. Definitely, wasn't as good as he was, but could have been if he put it in work. Man, I guess we're going right in. Could have been, but he didn't put in the work. So you got two big guys, because he had some size to him, bro. So you got the state champ that's got some size, but you got the family member that got some size, but the family member didn't put in the work. So Coach Thomas was like, "Hey, you want to be like him? Because he was the weaker vessel. I'm gonna put it that way."
Right.
So he was like, "Well, that's how you want to be. You want to be like that?" He was like, "Well, no, I don't want to be like that." He said, "Well, okay. Well, I tell you what. You stay with me, then I got you. We're gonna make it happen." And he said from that point on, that was the end of that. The young man that you see now is a byproduct of him shifting his sphere of influence. Wow. So you look at the simple fact that if you're faced with opposition and you're more so to succumb to the opposition, you may want to check your surroundings. Because the fact that, because Coach Thomas, and I told him, I said, man, this cat don't believe in quit. He don't believe in the word quit at all. I say, so if you're more apt to quit because of the opposition, you may want to check your circle, because if you got somebody that's strong enough, they ain't gonna allow you to quit when they're with you because they see the end goal. Because sometimes when you see certain things, more people see more in you than you see in yourself. So if the weak person don't see the end goal, then what's gonna happen? You're gonna be stagnant right then and there. But if you got this, more than likely, if you got somebody strong in your circle, they're gonna see the end goal. Because eagles only hang around eagles.
Bro.
So if I'm pulling something out of you at a moment at a time and your weakness, hey, bro, that's called you're a visionary.
Mm-hmm.
You stay visionary. You're a visionary, dog. So a visionary, no visionary. So in your moment of weakness, it takes that visionary to pull out the visionary in their weak moment, because you're still a visionary. You know less of an eagle because you're, like I told you, like the eagle story. Like at a certain point, the eagle's the wings, the feathers got heavy, so it can't fly like it used to. So it got to go to a position in a high place and do what it got to do to fix itself to make it live out the rest of its years thriving, right? So, but it's still an eagle.
Yep.
So at the end of the day, you're still a visionary, you're still an eagle, but you have to surround yourself around those visionaries and eagles so that way you don't succumb to the weaker vessel. So it's okay to have the weak moment. We all have weak moments, you know what I'm saying? So, but at the end of the day, we can't stay in those weak moments, because if we stay in those weak moments, then we become weak. And then when we become weak, then we become defeated. It's a trickle effect. You know what I'm saying? Like they say, your thoughts become your words become your actions, and your actions become your habits, and then your habits become your lifestyle. And so if that happens, then basically if you fall back on the weak part, then you gotta look at it, you're gonna have a weak lifestyle. And most of us, we don't want a weak lifestyle. So you take a look at that scenario, it's like, man, because I never knew that story. When he shared it last night, I was like, wow. Because now the man got so many trophies. I say, come here. He's like, what up, Pre? I said, man, you might as well go ahead and just take your chill and park it up there by the stage, because you getting every award tonight. He just kept circling around. He said, yeah, see that way though. I said, yeah, you might as well just go take a chill, park it right there, man.
Like, thank you. Sit right back down.
For sure.
So you looking at this young man that was faced with a decision. This is family, dog.
Right.
This is family. He rocking with his family, but family don't want it. So you said you want it. So let me ask you, dog, do you want it? Yeah. Or do you want to be like that? Well, no. Okay, well, we got to do something about that then. But it took a strong mind to pull him out of a weak state. Yeah. Even though the strength of the young man wasn't revealed to him, it was revealed to the person that was around him, because they were still on the same wavelength, but he just didn't know it yet. It's crazy. That's crazy, because when you look at him his freshman year and you look at him now, dude look like a specimen. They're saying right now, I just saw it today. Actually, they're saying right now he's probably gonna be the highest recruited D lineman in the area this upcoming season.
Wow.
So what colleges are trying to talk to him, or he haven't got to that point?
It's a bunch of them. He got over 15 offers right now. It is more than that. I just don't know the exact number. I'm just gonna say over 15.
Full rides.
Oh yeah. Right. D1. Yeah, he go. Yeah. Yeah. He's a high recruit.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Wow. But you look at his freshman year, it took somebody out of his space to take him out of his space. Y'all feel it?
Yeah.
It took somebody out of his space to get him out of his space to see the future person that we see right now. But it didn't look like that in the moment.
That's like Young Thug and Lil Baby. The story behind it, you know what I'm saying? Baby was talking about how Baby was always a solid guy. You know what I'm saying? From the story what they said, I don't know him, but they said Thug was like, man, you need to be doing this and leave that alone.
Yeah.
You know, he said Thug paid him that, man, leave that alone and come over here. You know what I'm saying? Somebody in his space that made him think like, oh, snap. Took him out of his element, you feel me? So
They're like, I'll pay you to leave that alone.
Well, that was big when I saw
That's
that.
powerful.
Yeah.
That's somebody, and you know what's so funny, bro? Without going into so much detail, I was literally talking about this with a couple other people today, and we was talking about how it is valid that you find whether it's the right partner, whether it's the right business, whether it's the right relationship, friendship, whatever the case may be. Like you have to surround yourself around solid people because in your moment of time of weakness, they'll have to make a solid decision for you when you're not capable of it or in the right mental capacity to do so. So this is crazy. We going on these lines.
Wow.
this is crazy.
Wow. Hey, yeah, guys, this is not.
This is not a
premeditated.
coincidence. This is not. This was on my job at work. So it's just like, God,
Yeah.
dog. So it's like I think also in when it comes to coming out of your environment, what you're used to, what you're accustomed to, what you seem like it's hard to let go or push to the side. Like you have to, like it's a matter of life and death, literally.
It is.
Because your purpose depends on it, your health depends on it, your mind depends on it. If you ain't got it up right up here, it's not going to be right out here.
Yep.
Exactly.
It's not.
And if it's stuff that's in the pipeline,
Mm-hmm.
it could be a couple of things.
Come on with it, bro.
Straight from the house like that.
I'm supposed to be ad-libbing today. But for real, because we talking about off the
Straight from
camera,
the
we was talking, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I say
What we said.
I had the, you know what? This can be way more than what it is, but I got these couple of things that's in my pipeline, and I can't skip over these things no more because it's affecting my decision making, it's affecting my self-esteem, it's affecting my drive, it's affecting my personality, it's affecting how I do things, it's affecting the way I choose.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
It's affecting all of that. So if you don't deal with, like I say, just because you didn't put it on your shoulders, it's on your shoulders for you to deal with. You got to deal with that crap. Someone spoke something over you that was false when you was a kid. It done grew. Now when you're an adult, you don't even know it done grew on you. It done grew on you. You don't even know you wearing it. You got fashion on you, and you don't even know it. What's that, doubt? Where that came from? I don't even know, but it's on me. No, let me get it off me.
Come on, bro.
Let me get it off me. It's time to get it off me.
Preach up. That talk.
It's time to get it off me. Who spoke it over me?
Exactly.
I'm calling who spoke it over me. Okay, God, I forgive him. Now help me get rid of it. I'm not asking you. I'm telling you, help me get rid of it. Okay, now so what I need to do? Who I need to confess to? What I need to stop listening to? You know what I'm saying? So it's stuff that's in the pipeline that can hinder, and they gotta go. I'm coming straight from the house, bro. I'm just saying. I know a lot of people are like that. You got the skill, you got the whatever, but that little stuff can be like, nope. Nope.
And you know what, bro? It takes somebody who does something better than you for you to see it. And when I say it like this, like I'm a perfect example. My boy Strike, just gifted out this world. Shout out to you, bro. I get inspired by him, just his work ethic, just in the lab, bro. And I remember this was like some years ago, and it came to a point was like, do I really want this? Like, do I really want to be an artist?
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It was just
Everything
like,
came
I ain't
with it.
even, because it's like, bro, are you in the lab? Yeah, I'm recording, do some stuff. Like, but it ain't to the magnitude of when you see somebody else that's constantly like, boom, 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 night in, night out, day in, day out. Got producers just sending them stuff, just writing stuff, just recording stuff, like, got a catalog out this world. So it's just like, I had to look at myself just like, dang, like, when you're around better, you notice what you need to work on and improve on.
Yeah.
Either to allow yourself to grow or you'll regress. And I allowed it to grow. It's just like, dang, I ain't wanted it like I thought how bad I wanted it. Because I wasn't putting in that work like that.
Do you want it as bad as you want to read?
Exactly.
Or grow, or either grow in what you're doing, or you're able to see where you can capitalize off of. You know what I'm saying? Because some people a person might start off wanting to rap, get in the studio with a rapper and see how they move. But when the engineer come in and start leveling out sounds, they be like, hold on, what you doing? Now you done saw something that you more gravitate towards, and now
And
you want to
enhance.
enhance.
Mm-hmm.
All because of you wasn't around somebody who was immersed in what they're doing.
Marlavache, perfect example, bro.
Perfect, bro.
Working on the album, like
He
I ain't
worked,
really had to tell him nothing, bro. He just took it as his own and just did what he did.
he worked quick too
That was crazy.
and efficient.
The master when you got
The one y'all mixed it.
Bro, he worked quick and efficient. Cause it's hard mixing records down, bro. He worked quick. He level pan sounds, cut EQ quick, and it's on point.
Like on point.
And he's saving you money in the studio.
right.
Like seriously.
And he's saving you money in the studio.
And bro, this matters, bro. It matters who your engineer is.
Yeah.
It matters who your manufacturer is, who's engineering your life, who can tell you, hey, you need to cut this out. You need to stop this. Stop hanging around this person. You need to elevate in this, read this, research this. Like, bro, like if we don't realize, bro, we're just pretty much will be an accident waiting to happen. Like we have, bro, it's time out. Like we can't play. We cannot play in this times of what we in. Bro, we got to figure out our purpose. We got to find out what are we put on this earth for. Because I thank God every day I know what my purpose is. Every day. I don't have to worry like running around in circles. I don't have to be like, okay, what am I good at? What can I do? I know what I'm good at. It's a tool, but I know my entire purpose.
Yeah.
Music just a part of it. It's just a part of the journey. So it's just like, man, like we can't sway. We can't.
Bro, you know why that's so important? Because, man,
Straight
they
from
gonna
the
try to-
house.
Straight from the house. They're going to try to come from my head. I don't even care, bro. I don't care.
Off with this head.
Excuse me, sir.
So,
Me my horse and flipper.
Foolery.
and y'all going to feel me what I'm about to say. 'Cause, I be coming off the house, from the house, bro, off the cuff.
Slippers and on. With the
So-
socks on.
When my father passed away, is one thing that I noticed when he passed away, bro. I'm going to tell you what it is. I'm going to tell you.
What was that?
The one thing I noticed when my father transitioned, that he ain't come back. You dig what I'm saying? So once you leave here, is it? ain't,
Right.
no second chance. You know what I'm saying? Like once you leave here, that's it. So I say, you know what? Let me figure out why I feel insufficient in this area, because I really got one shot. You got one shot. Some opportunities come. The opportunity of life, your physical life, it's only one time.
Yeah.
You got one shot at it. So let me do some more digging. This got to go. This has to go. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's man. Listen, I was in a conversation with my wife last week. Right, we kind of realigning some stuff in our personal lives together, and so we do we pray together every morning. We do our morning affirmations every morning.
Yeah.
But we haven't gotten back to that space where we just like really, really prayed together. You know what I'm saying? So we just kind of reincorporated that, right? And so I was kind of concerned about a few things. And so we was praying last week, and when we got through, she said, "You want me to tell you what he told me?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "Don't worry about the money." He told me to tell you that. Don't worry about the money, worry about the impact.
Oh wow.
I said, "Okay, I got you." And then I said, "You want me to tell you what he told me?" So he told me about me. So she was like, "What?" I say, "He told me to not be so structured." I say, and she just gave me that look because she always told me that. Cause I'm a detailed guy.
But you talking to me right now.
I'm like X, Y, Z,
Yeah.
A, B. No, we ain't fit to skip from A to L. We gotta. That's just me. I've always been that way, and so it's like looking over my life, man, and she gave me that look. I like you already. So it was like, yeah. She was like, so I was like, so now I'm still on the same path, but I'm driving with a new set of lenses. Because when he spoke that to me, it's like, okay, Mike, you might have to back off this. You might want to go in on this situation right here, because that's your normal situation. That's how you normally respond. But you might need to just go ahead and back off and just see what happens. So it's like now I'm kind of triggered, like a little bit differently now because it's coming out of because these prep, bro. Show you how powerful. I don't even know if I shared this with y'all. Y'all let me know. Me and her, we were praying, right? Okay. We got so caught up one night, like we had music playing, blah, blah, we hold hands, stuff, like literally we. Okay, just like y'all are facing east and west.
Right.
Okay, that's how we started. When we opened up our eyes, we were north and south.
What you mean, like?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. When we started out holding hands, we was holding hands east and west.
Side by side.
Yeah, just like this, just like you and Doug was just
like that.
Man, where y'all at? Yeah.
Okay.
When we opened up our eyes, we was north and south. And when I opened up my eyes, I'm looking around. I'm like, I don't remember moving. And then she said, I didn't move either. I'm like, this is crazy, dog. Like we had, got so caught up in prayer. We to this day we can't tell how we switch positions. Can't do it. So it's like now, it's like a realignment is happening. So it's like, go check it out, man. If y'all ain't check it out, back in the day, I was doing some motivational videos on YouTube, YouTube, and there's a video that is called "There Is No Plan B." Go check it out, because I'm fit to say that it's like, and one of the things I mentioned in the video is this right here. It says the only way that there is no plan B. There is no plan B, because when you start trying to do this and do that and do that, everything that you have been accustomed to, everything that you have been created for, everything that you've been doing is leading up to something.
Yep.
You may not know what the full picture is right now, but it's leading up to something. And I said, there is no plan B. The only plan B there is to find another way to make plan A work.
That's it.
Because at the end of the day, it's a part of your journey, and it's leading you to something. And so we can't get pulled by the uncertainties of life. We can't get pulled by even our own mind. We can't get pulled by our own thoughts, our own ideologies, wondering if it's gonna work or not. Sometimes it ain't about wondering. Sometimes it's not about if it's gonna work. Sometimes God just trying to see if you're gonna be obedient and do it.
That's true.
And it takes him. You know what I'm saying? And it takes revelation of you catching that. Oh man, my first book, right? Like I haven't actually sold any books to where I actually like I always keep some books with me most of the time. So, but my first book, because that was because I was done with that era, I don't do that no more. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but I got an event that's coming up that I was telling y'all about. I'm actually considering maybe I just purchase a stack and take those with me. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the end of the day, I just kind of pushed that to the side. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the end of the day, it's still there, and it's still a part of my journey. So even though I go back and I look back, I go back and I pull it. I go back and I pull back what I need, because it was the beginning start of where I'm going.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So a lot of times you may not listen when you going back. It's just like bro said, like Sid said, when you going back in time, you're going back to find a solution to why you're doing what you're doing that's hindering you from going to the place where you're supposed to go.
Right.
Big facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Big
Yeah.
facts.
Yeah, and going back to the young man, it's like when you look at that young man's work ethic, right, and you look at him being able to submit to his coach, didn't make excuse. Coach Thomas actually said this. He said, man, preach. He said, man, he was one of those kids I didn't have to call. He called me. Matter of fact, he made me a better coach. Because he would say, hey, can we meet up before school and go to the gym and work out and do this? Can I get an extra hour after practice and do X, Y, Z? So now that stretches his time because he may be ready to go home to be with the fam, but now he's sacrificing because he sees something in this kid. I'm going to go ahead and sacrifice that to help him get to where he got to go. So if you ain't got people in your circle that's like that, you got to reevaluate your circle.
Yeah.
You got to reevaluate your circle. There are certain conversations that I will not have with certain people.
It's not worth it. Not worth the time. Not worth it.
It's not, because you can't feed me, dog.
Nope.
And it's no knock against you. I go to you and we hang out. We do what we gonna do. But when it just comes to like moves and certain stuff, it's like that's not your space.
Yeah.
I got to go to where the growth is at. I got to go to where somebody, you know what I'm saying, they can give me the instructions that's gonna pull me out. You know, when I get into that rabbit hole. When I'm thinking about trying to put a plan B together, when I have to remind myself the only plan B is to make plan A work.
Yep.
But then you got people in your circle, man, well, maybe you ought to try X, Y, Z.
You know what? That's why. That's why.
It caused you to drift.
That's why I don't care if you can cook or not. Look, she gonna know how to cook. No, you ain't gotta know how to. We can learn how to cook together. You gotta learn how to speak into my life. You gotta know how to pray over your boy. You gotta know to be able to look at my face and know, okay, what's wrong?
Because the covering needs covering.
It's different, though.
What's wrong?
It's different.
No, you can do it. No, go to the conference. No, you need to.
Yep.
What's wrong with you? Like, I wrote this. I was studying this, and I wrote this. I'm finna tell you this. What you think? Oh no, babe. What Scripture says? You gotta know how to do that. I don't care if you can cook or not. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I don't care. I do not care. It don't matter. Look, you gotta know how to do certain stuff. Period. You know what I'm saying? And Thanksgiving and Christmas time, some people gonna set the table, and some people gonna be in there chopping up greens and cleaning leg quarters and baking the ham and in the trenches with you. Man, go set the table, man. The food almost done.
What you need me to bring? You bring the ice.
Yeah.
You bring the drinks. You get the drinks.
Bring the drinks. Yeah. Pick up. Matter of fact, go take all the dishes and drop them up in the sink. Do that.
Yeah.
But right now, we don't need you in here preparing because you're not gonna be no help.
Yeah. Yeah. And we let our relationships blind us to the fact that that's the situation. Because you don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. It ain't about hurting nobody's feelings. It's about productivity. You understand? It's about where the boat going. Yeah, we are. I can't get on the boat and the captain don't know how to drive the boat.
You'll be
You
going.
finna kill all of us.
Yeah, you'll be, and before that, you'll be going in circles.
Captain Mac, soul plane.
Right, about to say soul plane.
At ease, ladies. At ease. Snoop said, at ease, ladies. At ease.
Yo, man. It's
Man.
like, no, you can't allow people in your corner that's gonna allow you to quit when they know you're not supposed to be quitting. And in order for them to know that, they got to be in tune with the Creator, and they got to be in tune with themselves, and they got to be in tune with you. Because I'm not going to be that close to somebody, and I'm not in tune with you.
Yep.
I can't do it. That's why we close, because we're in tune with each other. I got certain people in my life outside of this circle right here. We're in tune with each other.
Yep.
Listen, man. This came up in me. We was at our old building, right? Pastor was down south. I want to say near Miami area, somewhere down there, right? And he was preaching at another church. I'm sitting down at the church doing whatever I was doing in the sound booth, whatever, and this feeling just comes over me. And I think somebody was down there with me. I don't remember. And I just felt it. I said, we got to pray for Pastor. And when he gets back, when we're talking, and he's telling me about something that transpired with him, and it happened around the time I said we need to pray for Pastor. You got to be in tune with people. You got to have people in your circle that's in tune like that.
Yeah.
You ain't got to be the most deep person. You ain't got to be the most spiritual person. You ain't got to be none of that. But ain't no way I'm fit to have a relationship with somebody in my circle. You can't call and check on me, dog. I'm always calling to check on you. We talked about that before the podcast, right?
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. It's like Dub say, but I felt that when ooh, man, I felt the very fiber of everything in you when you was talking about I know my purpose. People got to find it. I felt that, dog. That came from a different place.
Yeah. It's bro.
That came from a different place. I said, ooh.
The B2S podcast is brought to you by No Grind, No Glory Apparel, R828 edition. It's a reminder to stay strong, to be courageous, to starve your fears, and to feed your faith. Even when it feels like everything is falling apart, just know that you were born to stand out and make an impact. Head over exclusively to www.nogrindnoglory.net and grab you some merch as a daily reminder that all things work together.
I said, ooh.
And that's from scratching, blood, tears, sweat. People walking out of my life. Just like, and that's another thing, allowing yourself to let that person go. If they decide to not to connect with you like how they used to. It's a reason. Because you can't have nothing disrupt what you got going on or taint what God is trying to do, because it'll get you off course, because now this person is such an idol in your life that you'll start to drift, and then you'll start deflecting what it is what you're supposed to be doing, and then prolonging what God is trying to do through you and for you. And that's one of the hardest lessons. You know me, bro. That's really hard for me.
Yep.
That is really, and this started like around 2017, a little bit before pre-pandemic.
And I'm the opposite.
And I was like, you know what? Let me back off. And then the moment I backed off, phone dried in the Sahara Desert. But other than the people that y'all know who I associate with outside of us, they've been constant, they've been consistent. So it's just like, you know what, God, this is what it is. And these are other eagles. These are the ones that let you, hey, bro, like, now we need to tighten up here. They'll tell you the truth, and you accept it. You be like, all right, let me put that in my repertoire. Let me tighten up. Boom. Like, we hold each other accountable.
Right.
And that's important, man. Like, if you have somebody that is so passive that allow you just to get by and do it, whatever, that's a dangerous person.
Yep.
Yeah, they really
That means you on the ship, you looking forward, but this person could be putting a hole in your boat, and he got the raft already ready to just abandon ship.
That's like if you know I have a problem, or if you know I have an issue, and you give me the substance that you know I have an issue with, you're committing murder. You're a murderer. If you know I have an issue with alcohol and you're giving me alcohol, you're a murderer. You're trying to kill me, bro. Really, you trying to. Really, honestly, you trying to. If you know I have if you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. You can't allow your vision to be swayed, man, because it'll take you off course. And when you're taking off course, then you miss out on opportunities and things that can not only benefit you, but here's the thing that you got to think about: what about the people that you were supposed to bless in that season, but because you allowed somebody to get you off course, not only did you miss your blessing, but the people that were supposed to be blessed by what you had to offer, they're gonna miss out on their blessings too. Because it's about impact. You know, we be so concerned. And don't get me wrong, because you gotta make your money. You gotta get your bag. I understand that, but a lot of time we be so concerned with that we forget to make an impact. You know what I'm saying? We forget to make the impact, and really at the end of the day, you make impact, the bag gonna follow at some point. But you can't get what the Bible say. You can't get weary and well doing. Because if you don't, you gonna reap if you faint not. So, but he didn't say it's gonna happen in a year. He didn't say it's gonna happen in 2 years. He didn't say it's gonna happen in 5 years. So what happens when God has already written in the book that you're supposed to be, boom, where everybody knows who you are 20 years in the game? Can you build up your stamina long enough to have that?
you know what, bro?
Real talk.
You know, hold up.
Real talk.
Can you? It's about building mental, spiritual, physical stamina. Can you put yourself in a position and train yourself in a way that if God said, okay, 20 years in is when you're gonna blow up, can you not abort the process?
You know what? I think that comes with routine. That comes with routine. Because when you get weary, you feel worn out. So if you don't know how to take care of yourself and condition yourself, why are you get, you know what I'm saying? So that's once you get a like once you know how to rest, once you know your trigger. That's why I said let me dig this up, because I'm starting to get a little worn out. I'm moving, I feel, I'm thinking, but this is wearing my brakes out. Let me figure out what this is, so I can learn how to have a routine to myself, so I can move at this pace that allow me to be in the game, or allow me to do whatever I'm trying to accomplish in this amount of years. But if you don't, you're gonna drift, and you're gonna move, you're gonna get worn out. You know what I'm saying? So if yes, a person can do what you just said, but we gotta have a routine and know how to condition ourselves along the way.
Yep, exactly. You took the words right out of my mouth. You got to condition. We can both of us can be runners. But you're faster in the 40 and I'm faster in the 100.
Okay, so which is which? Because I don't be.
So basically, you got 40 yards. So a lot of times when you're dealing with the 40, you're dealing with football, because they're trying to measure your 40 time. What's your 40 time?
Okay.
So I think the fastest time at the combine is like a 4.2 something. I think it is, or something like that.
Yeah,
that's
a little shy of 4.5.
That's like fast. So anytime you're like when you're dealing with the 100, you're talking about 100 yards.
Okay.
So anybody that's like 10 and below, that's fast. Like to run 100 yards in like 10 seconds, that's fast.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
okay.
I know you're not in sports like that. So
yeah.
You know what I'm saying. So but their training and their conditioning is different. So they're both fast, but they're fast in their own right. So the 100-yard guy can't be talking about, man, I got you to the 40-yard guy because you blowed him up in the 100, but he blowed you up in the 40. So we got to be, you know what I'm saying, you got to be respectable of that game. But at the end of the day, you got to look at how they train. Exactly. And then you can't look at a cross country runner the same, because they have to train themselves for distance. So are you putting yourself in a position, like said, to train yourself to go the distance? Are you a 40? Are you a 40 guy? Are you a woman? Are you a 100 guy or woman? Or you a cross country guy or woman?
Right.
So then that way you orchestrate your administrative duties, things you have to administrate, whatever it is, whether it's your business, whether it's your life, whether it's your relationship, then you got to fit it within the ramifications of your stress.
Yep.
But if you don't know if you're the 40 guy, the 100 guy, or the cross country person, you doomed for failure in the first, because you don't even know enough about yourself to how to train or condition yourself. So you got to be conditioned for the long haul because success is not for the faint of heart. Because once again, I need y'all to answer that question. If God already said in the record books that said 20 years from now is the time that you're gonna blow, everybody gonna know your name, you're gonna have a large platform. Can you put yourself in a position to gain enough stamina to outlast whatever it is you're going to come against in that 20-year period and not abort the process, not abort that baby, not abort the journey, not abort the vision? That's something to be said, dog. And that's because averagely you don't even make no money in your business the first 5 to 7 years?
5 to 7 years.
Yeah.
But you want to leave that job where you're working 40 hours a week to start a business and you working 100 hours a week.
and that is just to get there. We ain't even talked about maintaining.
Yeah.
Maintenance. High maintenance. Not just no ordinary maintenance. No low maintenance. No mid. High maintenance.
Yeah, because when you're working for somebody, you ain't got no maintenance. Only
Just
thing you
show
got
up.
to maintain is your mind.
Just show up.
That's it.
You show up and follow the blueprint that they set for you within that 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 hour time frame, whatever your job entails. And then you go home. You ain't got to worry about paying taxes. You ain't got to worry about paying workers' comp. You ain't got to worry about paying none of that stuff.
Nope.
Except for your own taxes. But
Exactly.
you ain't got to worry about how am I going to make payroll this week? You ain't got to worry about nothing. You got to worry about nothing. How am I going to get these 401ks and medical plans for my people? You got to worry about none of that.
Nope.
You the one that's worried about what my 401k dropping.
I need it.
You ain't put no money in there.
I need it in my life.
You ain't said none of that stuff. All you worried about is you just lost a boatload of money because of this
Exactly.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to worry about none of that. It's a different headache. But when there's a drive in you, when that now, and I'm speaking to the entrepreneurs and the business owners now specifically. But what do you do when that has been given you as your portion? That is a passion and a burning desire that's in you. You wanted to quit 1,000 times, but it's a burning desire that's in you that keep pushing you into that realm. Because that's where you're supposed to be. So you have to condition yourself to endure the process. Because you may be the 20-year guy. You may be that 20-year girl that God said, okay, I need you to keep going. 20 years in is when you're going to blow up, but you don't know it.
Like I said before, man, if you tell anybody when it comes to the music industry that it's going to take X amount of years to even get noticed, they would be like, nah, this ain't for me. They wouldn't go through. That's why God knows his creation. That's why he don't show us the whole thing.
God started showing me a long time ago because he know. He showed me something. He showed me inch. No, 1 centimeter because he know he give me an inch.
I'm going to take a mile.
I'm going 30 miles. I'm gone. I'm gone.
I'm gone.
I'm way gone. He be like, son, what are you doing?
Get back here.
You way in Plant City. I told you to go around the corner. You tripping. I'm way. I'm headed to Temple.
Yeah, that's my life when you first learn how to drive, right?
Sliding.
When you first learn how to drive, Mama, you need me to go to the store?
Yep. Sliding.
Be ready.
You spent an hour at the store and she told you to bring back some milk and some bread.
That's it.
Where you been? It's a long line. There's a lot of people in the store.
Yeah.
You know, we're cruising. You were by your homeboy house.
You spun the blocks. Still spinning the
block.
block.
Yep. Music loud.
Yeah, man, Mom, let me hold the car.
Hey, bro, that's funny. Cause I remember when I first got my car, I had a beige gold Maxima. That's my very,
I remember that.
bro. I couldn't. That's crazy. I had my car before I had my license, so I just go out there and bump my music in the driveway. But when I got my license, I was able to hit that road. I'm going down Old Ben Lee. Hey! I was like, no, cuz. Where was you when I had no car?
You got some gas money.
Yeah.
Hey, cuz, no, we ain't related. But sometimes it be like that in life, man.
Yeah.
If you allow people to be like, hey, cuz, hey, allow them to use you
Hey,
and get what they want and then deal.
yo. Yeah, distractions, man.
Bro.
Distractions, man. You gotta. You got. Here's the thing: is there's no perfect. There's no perfect anything. But what you want to do is limit your distractions.
Mm-hmm.
You want to maximize your results and minimize your errors. And I said that before.
Mm-hmm.
You want to maximize your results and minimize your errors.
Facts.
You can't be
That's
expecting
good.
1,000%. You know what I'm saying? But what you want to do, you want to limit those distractions because there's gonna be distractions. Some of them gonna get you. Some of them gonna get you cased up. But you want to try to limit those as much as possible. And by number one, recognizing what they are.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Sometimes we don't
yeah.
even recognize our very own distractions. You know what I'm
Bro.
saying? And
Take
next
a
thing
little
you
minute.
know, bro, you could be on social media, man. I'm finna go put this post. I'm gonna go do this real quick. Let me do that. 2 hours later, you still scrolling.
Mm-hmm. Wait, what was I doing? Oh, this.
Guilty.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Many times.
Guilty.
Yeah.
Like 2 hours, like, man, I've been on social media 2 hours, man. I got to be doing da 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 da. Like, dang.
Bro, that's why it's called social media. It gets all your social intellect, like draw you in now.
Yeah.
But bro, like even with everything that I've learned, even when it came to distractions, bro, it's like the more I was aware, the more I understood what was around me, my environment, the more stern I got with my purpose. The more stern I got with my time, I'd be, I'd be like, it has to make sense because it's like time is something we can't get back.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can get more money, you can get more resources, you can get more this, you can get more that, but time, once that's used up, that's gone. Like
You know what, bro? You are 100% correct. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you are too, bro. I'm just saying what he just said.
Oh, sorry.
You
I'm from the couch.
know, because these muscles are big under this long sleeve shirt.
Like,
right?
I don't want no problems. I don't want no problems. Yeah, your muscles big. Yeah. You work out. Yeah. 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 Wait. You 100% right too. That's 200%.
He's stupid.
Ain't no lack over here.
He's stupid. He's stupid, man.
We don't want no problems, bro.
He's stupid.
I'm gonna roll you to the altar.
Hey, you know how
Fast, quick, and
hey,
in a hurry.
hey, while you rolling me, I'm gonna be like, yes, Lord.
He's stupid. He's stupid, man.
Roll me if you want to.
Fast, quick, and in a hurry. Deliver him, Lord.
I've been delivered.
He's
What you was finna say, bro?
stupid, man. I'm gonna say, but you correct though. You said when you start realizing your purpose, you got more stern on your time and stuff like that. I find myself when I'm realizing when God is giving me a taste of what He want me to become, and I want that more and more, and I start tasting what His taste for me. I'm changing my palate. You gotta change your palate, bro. So once your palate start to change, you know what? I thought I want to be the version that you want me to be. I taste that. I want more of that. Now I start to be more stern around who I choose to be around me.
Yep.
Who I choose to be my mate. Who I choose. Which sister do I choose to talk to? Both of them are great to talk to, but which one do I choose to talk to about this matter?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's good.
which producer do I choose to work with? Which videographer do I love? Whoever I choose to interact with, because when you interact with somebody, that's spirit to spirit, soul to soul.
Yep.
And everything, like you're intaking every single thing. Every single thing.
That's a good outlook on it.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like the more and more I'm beginning to rearrange my palate to taste what God want me to be. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm starting to really be picky about who I choose around me because I know I'm gonna digest whatever that comes from them, either their energy, either it's something that they say, how they live their life. I'm gonna digest that, and I want to make sure that my diet is good. Trying to change my diet of what how I need to be from what he's building me to be. So that's key. Really key what you said.
That's good.
That's why I say that I don't care. I mean, I know I just said it like that, but if you think about it, I don't care if she can cook. Can you pray over me? If I call you at 4 in the morning, can you wake up and pray for me? Can you speak something positive in my life? Can you pray for my child? Like, can you tell me something? If I feel low, can you be able to accept me when I'm low as a mug? And then help me piece myself back together? Can you do that? If you can't, then we can't.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. That's bro. That's big.
If you can't, then we can't.
Right.
Straight like that from the house.
Not saying that you're not gonna be able to somewhere. Just we can't. We can't. We can't do nothing together because you're not gonna drain me.
No, not that zero.
You finna be having me looking like the tub with the dirt ring around it, all the water gone, now it's dirt. you finna drain me, leave me with the dirt. No, I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? I've been through that. I'm straight.
What an analogy.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna leave me with the dirt rain and leave the comment on the side of the tub.
Taking all the comment.
No, I'm straight.
Break out the comment.
Yeah. And that's why I'm uprooting, because my son is gonna need, man, if you be around me and Pop, all we do is crack jokes. That's how people like, man, yo, y'all got a good relationship. Yeah, he's my son. Yo, we crack jokes all day long, bro. Like, he one of the homies, but I let him know you ain't my homie.
Right.
I
brought you in this world.
I'll take you out.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not my homie. I'm just able to have a certain type of. I'm not Lieutenant Dan all day long. No, bro. Like, you a person. I'm a person. We crack jokes. You know what I'm saying? But if I need to do something, hey, Paul, watch this for me, please. You know what I'm saying? If I need to do something, if I'm trying to teach you something, you need to, like, just how I'm able to switch off and just be cool. When it's time to be serious, I need you to know how to switch off and be, okay, daddy being serious right now.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So,
exactly.
You know, so when it's time for him to need something, because he gonna need more than that.
Yeah.
You know what, son? Okay, this is what's going on in this situation. That's why I'm taking the time to uproot certain stuff, so I don't transfer. Transfer. I'm not finna take this and put it on you. No.
Right.
That's not your job is to be free in certain areas. My job is to sever certain stuff off and create something new for you and the ones coming after. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that's good.
Show you right
that's
on that.
good. That's good, man. And man, and I'll say this, man. As you was talking, what was coming to me. I remember I was reading this book, and it had this quote in the book, and it said this right here. It said, "It's never too late to become what you should have been."
there you go. That's fire. Who said that?
I don't even remember, dog. I can't even find the book because I remember I was trying to find the book a couple years ago, and shoot, that might have been the title of the book. I don't even remember. I just remember the quote. It says, "Never too late to become what you should have been." So if you felt like you know what I'm saying, you strayed away or you got off course or something like that, man, just get back on course. That's it. Just reevaluate the circle, man, and make sure you get some pillars in your life and not no posts. And just reevaluate it and just start moving forward, man. I always say there ain't nothing wrong with falling down, but there's something wrong with staying down. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like I said, it ain't how hard you can hit, but how hard you can get hit and get down and get back up.
If you fall down in the flower bed and you dirty and you land there, your head is literally on the ground, and you flip over and you put your hand on the ground, your knees on the ground, you looking around, you see all the weeds in the grass and stuff. And if you get up and you walk off and you see, bro, why are you down there? Pull them weeds up. You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
Like while you're down there, pull that stuff up.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's probably a reason why you're down there.
Yeah.
Pull that stuff from the root.
Yeah.
Clean that stuff out. So when you get back up, you can come back with some seed and water that thing. Now you can now you got space for new harvest. Now you got space for something new. Because you done took the time. Y'all was down there. Take the time. Okay, stay down a little longer, but be productive. Be productive down here too. Be productive down here too.
You got to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People are talking about, yo, I'm grinding. No, I'm Sean. What about when you ain't got nothing? What about when you're broke? What were you doing to make sure you went from this level to this level, this level to this level? So while you down, it's still work to do while we down here. Don't skip over that work.
Yeah. 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 Wow. Yeah. Man. Hey. It's another one for the books, man.
You already
It's
know.
another one for the books, man. It's another one for the books. So, yeah, it's. You got something, Doug?
No,
Okay. You just
I
let it
like
marinate.
I like what you said though. Man,
Yeah, I wanted to kind of. I felt us kind of winding down, so I wanted to kind of close out with that a little bit. You know, we're talking about just staying on track, staying the course, man. Don't sway. So, because a lot of time we look back and we're like, dang, man, I shouldn't have, or I should have, or whatever. But it's just at the end of the day, man, it's never too late to become what you should have been.
facts.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
you're right where you're supposed to be.
You know what I'm saying? I forgot who it was. Oh man, he was like, I want to say in his early 30s when he signed when he got picked up by a team in the NBA. I can't remember who it was.
I heard that story too.
Dreamed all that time to get into the NBA, and he's in his early 30s, and he finally gets a contract in the NBA. I can't remember who it was. So, but that just lets you know, man. It goes to show. Man, Colonel, come on, KFC, 65 years old before the chain blew up. 65. I'm saying, come on, man. And it's dozens of stories of actors and entertainers and people in high places that we love and adhere to. They got late starts. I can't remember some of them that come to my head, but I remember just recently within the last year just reading biographies of certain ones. I'm like,
Samuel Jackson.
what?
He's one of them.
Trying to tell you.
That's right.
He's one of them.
Samuel L. Jackson.
His
That's
first
right.
movie, he
one
was
of them.
40. His first one.
That's
Yes.
right.
He was 40.
Good, you remember. He was. Yep.
He was 40.
Oh.
But that inspired me. Like, okay, I got some time.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you just it's the only time you can be counted out is when you count yourself out. That's it.
That's it.
Other than that, man, we ain't got nothing else, man. It ain't never too late to become what you should have been.
Trying to tell you.
Just keep going, keep moving, and surround yourself. Put yourself in rooms. Put yourself in rooms the way you can get the information that you need. Make the investment in yourself. Stop wasting. Everybody's just it ain't saying you can't have no good time. Don't let as said would say don't come for me.
Yeah, don't come from me. Yeah.
But
Don't come from
man,
my
a lot of people, bro. A lot of people are just like partying their life away
Yep.
because everybody's trying to live the good life instead of just living the good life.
Yeah. That's it.
bars.
Listen, when you're able to wake up and you feel confident in your purpose, that's when you live in a good life.
Mm-hmm.
Is it nice to live up? Wake up in a nice house, and got your pool in the backyard, and you got your house look like a resort. You ain't got to go to a resort to have a good time because you're waking up in one every. Yeah, that's cool. But at the end of the day, man, it's living is when you're able to wake up and you're living in purpose every day.
Yeah.
That's the life. That's when you're living the good life, man. Everybody, balling, Airbnb in it out and all that. Man, that's come on, man. It's cool till it ain't cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
I was reading a post. somebody posted, boy, they ain't put the person's name, but they was old blasting them out.
Mm.
Like, how you gonna ask me for $500 and I just saw you on the trip?
Yep.
You posted some pictures on social media. You in Cancun or wherever you at. You asking me for $500.
So you trying to ball on my money? That's what you saying?
Listen, man.
No.
Take that money, invest in
Invest.
yourself. You can put yourself in some rooms where people can give you the information that you need to get back on the right track to get yourself to the next level.
Yeah.
That's what it's
That
gonna
part.
take. Everybody always trying to get something for free. It don't work like that. You can get ready to close out with this, man. Check this out now. If success works off reciprocation,
Mm-hmm.
because it does.
Mhm.
Bible lets us know, give and it shall be given unto you. You know, it's more, you give, you gonna receive a heart. You know, we understand that, right?
Right.
Principle. Yep.
So if I want to start a business, or I got product, or I got something that I can sell, right? But I want you to teach me how to sell it and how to get the information for free. Make that make sense. But I'm gonna take your information that I want for free, but I'm gonna charge the people based off of your free information.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, if we're talking about reciprocation, instead of spending the money at the Airbnb and going on these trips and stuff, take that money and invest it in yourself. Because see, a lot of people, what they say is oh, they'll try to figure out on their own, or they don't value the mentorship or the coaching to put that money in somebody else's hand to teach them because of scammers and whatever. That's just, to me, that's just another excuse. There's going to always be scammers around. Do your due diligence.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So at the end of the day, use that money to put yourself in a room. They're gonna give information in your hand that can change the trajectory of not only your life but your lineage's life,
And everybody connected to you.
and everybody connected to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just had to throw that out there for a week.
Listen.
Because somebody trying to hold on to something, and listen, I would say, majority of the stuff that I have invested in, some way, form, or fashion has gotten me to the next level, up to where I am now.
Mm-hmm.
To some level, to some degree. So it's worth it.
It is.
It's worth it. It's worth it, man. It's worth it. It's never too late to become what you should have been. Continue to go after it. Don't sway from the vision. Don't sway from the goal. Don't sway from birthing that thing out that you said, that you believe that God created in you, and life kind of got in the way.
And
So-
deal with it.
And deal with it.
Deal with those things you need to deal with, because people, now on the flip side, bro, I know we gotta go. I'm gonna shut up and go.
No, you good, bro.
On the flip side, people invest in they will invest in programs or whatever to help them get whatever, but you won't call the church, which is free. You won't invest your time in to work on your trauma that's causing you to go in a circle and circle. You having these feelings you don't know why.
Oh, bro. Speaking of that,
What's
I
up?
was listening to because you know ET got the education podcast too.
Oh, you do? I know that.
Man, he got like, I don't know if it's 2 or 3. I might be getting them confused, but you know, he got the S2S podcast, Secret to Success podcast,
Yeah.
and then he has an educational podcast.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's strictly for educators.
Okay.
So he had this guy, and that's why I kind of got the statement that I said earlier when me and Doug were kind of bouncing back and forth about being fit and stuff mentally and stuff like that. And that's what, and I just thought about it. I was listening to that because he was talking about he heard a message where somebody was talking about being mentally fit.
Yeah.
And so, man, the numbers and the statistics of educators that are like going through it because of the stress from the job, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He said this right here, if I remember right. I think 75% I want to get it, but the stats are real low. Let's just say 75% of the educators are dealing with some type of trauma from the stress from the job. But out of that 75%, only 6% seek counseling.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why we say that. Yeah.
Yeah, because you have to deal with that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be whatever that's
Yeah.
lingering around. Deal with it. That's all.
Because it will pop up at the wrong time.
Invest and it
Right.
pop up. It pop up
Right.
at the wrong time
Mm-hmm.
in your relationship, in your business, in your whatever the case may be. So, and then you'll end up passing the cloak down.
Mm-hmm.
No, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
No,
Exactly.
and we have the power to rearrange the fabric of what we pass down.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want my son with that dusty stuff. No, you finna put this robe on, kid, because
Right.
you deserve it.
Mhm.
Because you need to pass that to my grandson.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Or my granddaughter.
Exactly.
Or the case may be, that same robe that you rearrange is gonna be the same robe you cover your wife with for protection.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't want to cover her with shame.
Mm-hmm.
You putting shame on her, she got nothing to do with that.
Mm-hmm.
You dig what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You putting fear on her, she got nothing to do with that.
Mm-hmm.
So you dig that stuff up and you rearrange that stuff. So I'm just saying, whatever it is, just deal with it. That's a part of success. Success is gonna look different.
Mm-hmm.
Your success might be getting your mind right. Then you can get to the money.
Mm-hmm.
What DMX said. DMX said, learn how to put the weed in the bag first. That's what DMX said, right?
What? Come on.
DMX told him at a table like this, he said, learn how to put the weed in the bag first, then get money. Deal with that stuff first. Then you can build properly.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
You know what I'm saying?
Where my dogs at?
That's what's up. That's good. That's a good way to close out, man.
Yeah.
That's a good close out.
My bad, Mike. I know.
Yes, sir.
Oh no. You good, dog. You good, man. That's a good way to close out,
Sure,
man.
sure.
So, hey, man, hope we said something to help you get through the next spot in your life, man. Get to the next level. So, man, we just want to say once again, we appreciate everybody for the support. We appreciate everybody, man, for rocking with us. Hey, man, continue to support everything that we got going on, man. And hey, y'all, let's keep that LAD circulating. Let's keep the Like Me by Alxndr. Let's keep that bad boy circulating, man. Y'all make sure y'all go to the website, www.shiftmotivations.com, and go out there and copy some merch or grab one of the books or workbooks for yourself, for the kids, whatever suits your fancy, man. We thank y'all for the support, man. Once again, I'm just just kind of elated about the support that I got from the tour that we did with the spring football team, man. Able to leave some books with some of the student athletes. So I got a video comment behind that, just thanking you guys for that. So I just wanted to kind of do a video for that, and so just kind of share with you some of the experiences that happened during that time. So man, it was awesome, man. I got to share this though, just in case if somebody don't check the video out, they may be listening though.
Yeah, for sure.
Dog, man, they was doing push-ups for knowledge, bro. They broke me. I was so excited. I was like, I said I would have never expected that.
Push up for dollars?
Push up for knowledge, dog.
For knowledge, I mean knowledge.
Because I only had so many books to give away, so I couldn't give away. So
wow.
So I would actually. So the last group, which was the home team, so I put the home team last.
Yeah, for sure.
So we sitting up and so before I got started, so I was, and I did it in every stop I went. All right, first I was just because listen to this, and I know we got to get up out of here. I was told that they wouldn't read the books, so I was like, how do you know they ain't gonna read? You know what I'm saying? So it's a whole nother conversation. But anyhow, so every spot I went, I would start the conversation off with talking about the book. And then I'll say, okay, so who would like a copy of the book? So it's like hands went up. Every spot I went, hands went up. Hand went up. And so, with home team, man, it just kind of hit different. So the one hand that went up so fast, so I gave him the book, first book. I was like, oh man, coach, who am I gonna get the second book to? And his coach was like, man, I don't know. And so I was like, man, I was trying to think. So I said, so what's up? So then it was like, everybody started, hey, do the push-up challenge. I was like, push-up? I was like, yeah. I said, okay. I said, well, let's get it then. So I had 3 kids. 3 kids volunteer. I think I'm going to put it on the highlight. I had 3 kids volunteer to do push-ups to get a book, dog.
So how many they did? Like who won? Like who did the most push-ups? Like 40, 45?
I don't remember. I stopped counting.
How many could you do? How many push-ups?
I don't know. I ain't did none in a minute.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. I ain't finna get that. Hey, be like, cap. I call cap. You right now, dog. I'm hurting, man. I've been to the gym twice in 2 weeks. That ain't me, dog. I'm like 3 days. I got to get me 3 days in every week. I ain't the dude that gonna be in there every day. I can't do it.
Every day is too much.
Like, give me 3 days. I get the whole body trained, get some rest. I'm good.
Yeah, 3 to 4 days.
Yeah, but man, I was elated. I said, man, look at this job. I said, man, these guys are here doing push-ups for knowledge. They want a book. So what they don't know is I'm gonna go back and get the other 2, and I'm gonna give them a book. So. They don't know that.
Dope.
Yeah,
That's
just for the simple, just participate, because that just it messed me up. It was like I wasn't expecting that. So, but yeah, I'm gonna do that video, man. I'm gonna get it up, throw some highlights up. You know, once again, thank y'all for that support. Thank y'all for walking with us, and yeah, y'all know how we end the segment, man. Hey, y'all, shoot for the top, because the bottom is way too crowded. And if you think different and be different, you had the opportunity to live different. And once again, we'll see you on the other side of success. God bless y'all, man. We'll see y'all next week. Peace. God bless.